The phone's shrill ring sliced through the silence of the night, yanking me from a restless sleep. My heart lurched, a cold fist of dread tightening in my chest. The clock on the nightstand glowed 2:03 a.m., its red numbers glaring like an accusation. Beside me, the bed was empty, the sheets cool and untouched. Sarah wasn't home. She hadn't been for hours. Her words from earlier that evening echoed in my mind, sharp and cutting. "It's not your business where I'm going, Mark." I fumbled for the phone, my fingers clumsy with sleep and unease. The screen read unknown number. My thumb hovered over the decline button. But something, instinct, fear, or maybe desperation, made me answer. A woman's voice, frantic and trembling, spilled through the speaker. "Mark. Oh God, Mark, it's me. I'm in trouble. I need you. Please come now." It was Sarah, her voice raw with panic, but she hung up before I could ask where she was. A text followed, an address I didn't recognize. 47 Willow Lane, a seedy part of town. My stomach churned. What the hell was she doing there? The house was too quiet as I threw on jeans and a jacket, the kind of silence that feels like it's holding its breath. Her perfume lingered in the air, a faint trace of jasmine that twisted the knife of her absence. We'd been married 7 years, and I'd spent the last 6 months pretending not to notice the cracks. Late nights at work, hushed phone calls she'd dismiss as nothing. The way her eyes slid away from mine when I asked about her day. I wasn't stupid, but I'd loved her too much to face it. Love makes you a coward, doesn't it? You cling to the lie because the truth is a blade. The drive to Willow Lane was a blur of sodium streetlights and my own racing thoughts. The city at this hour was a ghost, all shadows and flickering neon. My hands gripped the steering wheel, knuckles white, as I replayed her words from earlier. We'd fought again, the same tired script. "You're suffocating me," she'd snapped, her green eyes flashing with something that wasn't just anger, something like guilt. I'd begged her to tell me where she was going, who she was seeing, but she'd just grabbed her purse and left, the door slamming like a gunshot. Now this call. This address. My mind spun with possibilities, each one worse than the last. Willow Lane was a grim stretch of cracked pavement and sagging buildings, the kind of place where hope went to die. Number 47 was a squat, 2-story motel, its sign buzzing faintly, half the letters burned out. The air smelled of stale cigarette smoke and desperation. I parked under a flickering street lamp, my pulse hammering in my throat. Was she hurt? Trapped? Or was this something else entirely? I wanted to believe she was in danger, that she needed me. But deep down, a darker thought gnawed. What if this was the moment the truth finally broke free? The motel's front office was locked, the clerk nowhere in sight. I circled to the back, where a rusted staircase led to the second floor. Room 12, the text had said. The door was slightly ajar, a sliver of yellow light spilling onto the concrete walkway. My breath caught, heavy with the weight of what I might find. I pushed the door open and the world tilted. Sarah was there, sitting on the edge of a sagging bed, her face pale and streaked with mascara. Her blouse was misbuttoned, her hair a tangled mess. Beside her stood a man I didn't know, tall and broad-shouldered, his shirt untucked, his eyes wide with something like fear. The room reeked of cheap whiskey and regret. A half-empty bottle sat on the nightstand, next to a crumpled pack of cigarettes. For a moment no one spoke. The silence was a living thing, suffocating, pressing down on us all. "Mark," Sarah whispered, her voice breaking. I didn't mean for you to see this." "See what?" I heard myself say, my voice sounding distant, like it belonged to someone else. But I knew. God, I knew. The truth was a fist in my gut, knocking the air out of me. Still, I needed her to say it. I needed the words to make it real. The man shifted, stepping forward as if to explain, but Sarah held up a hand. "Don't, Chris," she said, her voice barely above a whisper. Chris. So that was his name. My mind latched onto it, turning it over like a jagged stone. Chris, the stranger in the room where my wife shouldn't be. "I can explain," she said, but her eyes told a different story, guilt, shame, and something harder, like defiance. "It's not what you think." "Then what is it?" My voice cracked, raw with the anger I'd been swallowing for months. "You're in a motel room at 2 in the morning with him. You tell me it's not my business where you go, and now you're begging me to come save you? What the hell, Sarah?" Her lips trembled, but she didn't look away. I was going to tell you. I swear. I couldn't find the right time. Tell me what? I shouted, the sound echoing off the peeling walls. That you're cheating? That you've been lying to me for God knows how long? My hands were shaking now, my vision blurring with the heat of unshed tears. I wanted to hate her, to scream, to break something. But more than that, I wanted her to deny it, to give me a reason to believe I was wrong. Chris spoke up, his voice low, almost apologetic. It wasn't supposed to go this far. We worked together. It just happened. Shut up. I snapped, my eyes never leaving Sarah. This isn't about you. She stood, her movements jerky, like a puppet with cut strings. Mark, I'm sorry. I didn't want to hurt you. I love you, I do, but... Her voice broke, and she pressed a hand to her mouth, stifling a sob. I felt trapped. You were always so perfect, so steady. I didn't know how to tell you I wasn't happy. Her words were a knife, twisting deeper with every syllable. Not happy. After everything. The late nights I stayed up waiting, the dinners I cooked, the dreams we'd built together. She wasn't happy. I wanted to scream that I wasn't either, that I'd been drowning in doubt and fear. But I'd stayed because I loved her. Because I believed in us. Then why call me? I asked, my voice quieter now, heavy with exhaustion. Why drag me here to see this? Her eyes darted to Chris, then back to me. Because I was scared, she admitted. Chris, he got angry tonight. We fought, and I didn't know what he'd do. I needed you. I looked at Chris, his jaw tight, his hands shoved in his pockets. He didn't meet my gaze. Was she telling the truth? Or was this just another lie, another way to keep me tethered to her? The room felt smaller, the air thick with betrayal and unspoken questions. I wanted to leave, to walk away and never look back, but my feet wouldn't move. Mark, Sarah said, stepping closer, her voice soft, pleading. I messed up. I know that. But I don't want to lose you. Can we fix this? Her words hung between us, fragile and impossible. I looked at her, really looked at her, and for the first time, I saw the truth. Not just the affair, but the years of distance, the unspoken resentments, the love we'd both let slip away. I wanted to believe we could fix it, that love could be enough. But as I stood there, the weight of her betrayal settled into my bones, and I knew. I can't, I said, my voice steady despite the ache in my chest. Not this time. I turned and walked out, the door clicking shut behind me. The night swallowed me whole, but for the first time in months, I could breathe.